What's going on, you guys? It's Hiram coming back at you again. Today I want to reveal my real estate investment strategy for 2020. Alright, a lot of you guys know me because of my past with network marketing and the videos I put out regarding that. I've also put out some videos regarding my stock portfolio and what I'm doing with the stock market. But really and truly, what I really want to start doing, and what I have been wanting to do for probably the past year and a half to 2 years now, is real estate investing. This really started being a passion of mine when I started watching YouTube videos from Graham Stephan and Meet Kevin. So, you know, a lot of you guys might know who they are, but they're big YouTubers who focus on real estate investing, and they've just been a big motivation for me, especially since a year and a half when they used to talk a lot about real estate investing. Nowadays, they kind of talk more about, you know, the future of the economy, stimulus packages, and all of that mumbo jumbo. But what really got me into real estate investing and want to learn more about it was Meet Kevin and Graham Stephan. Anyway, what I want to do is reveal my investment strategy for 2020, and that investment strategy is in real estate. So let's get started. All right, so something that I had learned a long time ago by Robert Kiyosaki was the cash flow quadrant, right? Where the employees trade their time for their money, and then you have self-employed people, and they remain on this side of the quadrant, right? And these people are basically trading their time for money. Even if you're self-employed, you're going to be trading your time for money, because if you own a restaurant, you're going to be there unless you eventually hire people and then expand it to something bigger. But in order to do that, you need to create a system, and Robert Kiyosaki calls that a big business. So BB, that moves you over to this quadrant right here, or to this side of the quadrant. And then the fourth way to make money is by being an investor. So I hope you can read that right there. But basically, employee and being self-employed are both things that will cause you to trade time for money. And that's why they're on this side of the quadrant. And then the other two are a big business and being an investor, and they're on the other side of the quadrant. And the reason they're on the other side is because these guys are the 1%ers, right? The ones who make a ton of money, and they've been able to find systems where it automates it for them to where they can just make a lot of money. And really and truly, they only have to put in just a few hours a week and be able to generate this income. Well, a lot of times, especially back in the day, you would be told that to be an investor, you needed a lot of money. Well, it's 2020 now, guys, and you don't need a ton of money to become an investor and to start creating a passive income for yourself. You are going to need some money, but it's not like a buttload of money that you need to be making. So with my employment right now, I'm in a position to where if I save enough, I can become an investor. And that's what I want to do. I want to invest my money so that my money can keep growing for me. The way that I want to do that, again, is through real estate. So how am I going to do that? Well, what I've learned from Meet Kevin and Graham Stephan, Bigger Pockets, and a whole lot of other real estate gurus and videos, books, and blogs is that I can go into real estate investing by basically either house hacking or buying a home by myself. So what that means is, if you're gonna house hack, is you're gonna buy a duplex or a multifamily unit, and you're gonna live in one unit and then rent out the others. So let's just say if you buy a duplex, you buy it, you live in one side, you rent the other, and that rent can almost, if not all, cover your whole mortgage payment. And that way you kind of start learning a little bit about real estate investing, about having a tenant in a unit, and then eventually you can move out of that other unit in the duplex and then rent out both those units and move into another one. And there you go. You started real estate investing. You became a real estate investor. Well, I kind of learned about that a little bit late, because I had already bought this home. I bought it back in, I think I bought it in 2018, early 2018. And when I bought this home, I started learning about house hacking. So I'm like, man, if I can't house hack, how can I do real estate investing? Because it really piqued my interest. Again, from listening to me, Kevin, Bigger Pockets, Graham Stephan, and all those guys. And what I started thinking about and listening to some of the options was that I can rent out the home that I currently live in now. And I just thought, you know what, that's a great idea. Why can't I just rent out the home that I'm living in now, move into another one? And as I started digging a little deeper, I found out that I can. But it's not as easy as it's said, right? Everything's a little harder, easier said than done, right? So what I did a little bit more digging, and what I've been able to find out is that because my home is on an FHA loan, I cannot have two FHA loans. So I need to either keep this one on an FHA loan and the next home that I'm going to move into buy in with a conventional loan, or refinance out of this FHA loan right now and then go into another home with an FHA loan. The reason I want to go into another home with an FHA loan though is because FHA loan down payments are very low. I have heard that conventional loans are starting to require less and less for a down payment, but I haven't looked into that so much. So that might be something that I would have to look into. But basically my plan is for this year 2020 is to have one rental property, all right, by the end of this year. And that one rental property is my current primary home. All right. So what I'm planning on doing is, this is my current property right now, my primary residence, and I have it under an FHA loan. Okay. I got into this home with an FHA, so I paid very little money down. And what I'm going to do now is refinance into a conventional. So what I'm going to do is eliminate that FHA, refinance into a conventional, and then once I'm done doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and rent this out. Oh my gosh, horrible handwriting, but I hope you can read that. I'm gonna rent this home out and move into another house with an FHA loan, again, so that I can pay very little money down. The strategy is that when I move into this home, I'm gonna fix it up. So I'm gonna want to find a home that's like a fixer-upper, right? I'm not looking for a house that's already fixed up, brand new roof, brand new floor, brand new everything, I'm looking for a home that's a little bit deteriorated, needs paint, has the old wallpaper, shag carpet, all of that. And the reason I want that is because if I find that, I can get the home for under market value, and then I can go in with an FHA, pay little money down, live in it for a year, fix it up during that year, and then move out, rent it out, and repeat the process. And hopefully, within a couple years, 5 to 10 years, I have, 4, 5, 6 of these properties for rent, and they're paying me rental income, and that way I've created a sort of passive income for myself. So guys, that's what you're going to be seeing from me here with these YouTube videos is this strategy put to practice. That's what you're gonna see. A lot of these guys that have already made it go onto YouTube and say how they've made it, how you can do it because they've done it. And I find myself watching these videos, from me, Kevin, Bigger Pockets, Graham Stephan, all the other guys, Phil Pustayovsky or whatever, and I can't relate so much because they've already made it. And even though they did go through that process, when they talk about it in hindsight, it's just a little hard for me to relate. So I want to create these YouTube videos and this content for you guys so that you can see the strategy put to practice day to day, right now, real time, so that you can see and so that I can see that it works. Now, that's what I'm hoping for, right? That's what a lot of these guys are promising and talking about that can work. So we're going to put that to the test. We're going to practice it. We're going to see it. And hopefully during the process, be able to motivate some of you guys and inspire you to go out and do the same. So this is just your average Joe, Mexican American, trying to get past the just 9-to-5 job, trying to get past being content with just having a job, and showing you guys that maybe there is something else out there. Maybe there's more money to be made. Now, I'm not just trying to chase that money per se, but I am trying to chase a little bit more freedom. And I know right now I'm gonna have to go to my job and then work on this, part-time. And so right now I'm kind of sacrificing with time, but I think that it's gonna be worth it. And I think in the end I'm gonna have a lot more freedom, maybe in 5 to 10 years, than just working at my job from here till I'm 65 years old and not have anything else to rely on, not have any other sources of income. So that's really my main focus, is just having more sources of income and eventually find that freedom for myself and for my family. Don't want to make this video too long. Thank you guys for sticking around. I hope you guys subscribe and like the video so that you can see all of the videos that I have to come. Some of you guys may be new to YouTube. Just create an account. Create a Google account, all right? Just go to your YouTube. See if you can create an account. It's going to create a Google account for you. All you have to do is maybe type in an email and password, and there you go. Now you can subscribe, now you can like, now you can comment whatever you want on any YouTube video that you want. So I suggest that you do that if you haven't already, and then subscribe to this channel because there's going to be more videos to come. Click that little bell, for notifications when I come out with new videos. But that's it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.